Rochelle, Charity, there she is. Thank you, Charity. Julian, hi, Reynolds, hi, Erica. Good, nice. Well, tell me what, I got a few minutes before my marketing guy comes in and I got to do a 3-day meeting. So how we could grow this business. I mean, you guys are giving us just wonderful positive response on what we're doing. And boy, I didn't know I could grow this big and still sort of make most people happy. I mean, that's awfully nice to know. So I'm interested in growing uh, and we're still even to be profitable and give profit back to members, which is to me the greatest thing because you're the people that create the profit. I mean, if you don't join, then we can't stay in business. So after we pay ourselves, and it's not over, big salaries or anything like that special, then we really give it back to people. And we're going to start a new grant soon on home repair. That seems to be a big issue with people. So we'll do a separate grant soon to give people grants to help with home repair. But there's a lot of places to check for home repair. I mean, it's just not normal places. I mean, if you go to the Monster Grant, get a copy of the Monster Grant, and on item number 2 is home repair, and that has so many things in it. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I've been studying this stuff for 48 years, and really, let's see. I want to make sure I got that. What I do is able to synthesize it. If you go on Google and try to find home repair, I mean, you're just going to be overwhelmed. Please don't go to Google unless you have money to spare. And I'm sure most of our members aren't in that group that are struggling, and most people are. Half the people in this country, have incomes of less than $50,000. So, and most incomes have not grown since the 1970s, and that's a pitiful thing in our country. But the rich got pretty rich, so and they use these programs. So I want to make sure. Here's the Monster Report. Okay, go to that Monster Report. Don't go to Google. If you want to learn about a government grant, go to chat. There, go to chat.openai.com, and that's free. And you just put in there grants for home repair or grants for paying business expenses, paying living expenses, or anything you want grants for. Put it in there because you'll see who gives grants for that. And then what you do is you keep asking it more. Say, okay, I need more about this, or I want websites about this, and they'll give you sample websites. But what's the best thing about this is that it shows you, do you have to have your own home? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Most you do, but there are programs where you don't, because what the government wants is for your home to be more efficient. So if you're renting from somebody, it's for the home, so they will take advantage of it. And you could show your landlord how to get 10 grand to give you whatever you need, because the government wants the housing stock to look better. It wants the housing stock to be more energy efficient. Thank you, Charity. Boy, you guys just made me cry the last time, and I was so I don't know. I just felt so strange doing it, but it was wonderful. I mean, you really touched my heart with your words, and that's the only reason we're alive, I think, is to help each other and talk to each other's heart, and not pocketbook or whatever. But we all have to live, so that's true. I applied and I hope I get lucky. What did you apply for, Jennifer? For our grant or whatever? I mean, our grant the odds are pretty good compared to a lot of grants the government has. I applied, how we got it. But you have to look for government grants too. Don't ignore it because you're afraid or don't know what the hell to do. Nobody knows what to do. You're not alone. And the only way you learn what to do is you do it. Yeah. And these people aren't, I mean, but I was the same way. When I started a business, I had to make cold calls on phone and try to find business. And I used to think, boy, what I used to be afraid to call and so afraid to call. And then I said, what's going to happen? Are they going to a hand come over the phone and grab me by the neck or something and try? No, but that's what you feel. I mean, you feel so unsure of yourself and whatever, and interrupting somebody else. And that's too bad. And the only way you get over it is by doing it. It's like swimming. Yeah, you can't learn how to swim if you don't get in the water. And please make a call. I have no idea, but it seems like being confused with some kindness works for me. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Shane. Shane. Yeah, Charity. I think that's it. Okay, Charity is an example. I'm sure. Did you call government offices before you got your shed painted or whatever? Probably not. Or you were probably afraid. I don't know what. No. See. And now Charity had to call, half a dozen offices, and then she finally got what she needed was her, I guess, a shed on her property need to be. She never did it. See, she never did it, and she did it. And look, she's the cutest button in the world. And now who couldn't help her? But you don't know on the phone; they're just a phone. So that's why you and your voice are the key. And as Karen, I finally made you like, Trudy. That's so sweet. Just call and like Charity said, just I like being confused with some kindness works for me. Yes, say you're confused. You call up somebody, say, hey, I don't know. Be honest so that you could be natural. You're only going to be natural. You're not natural by trying to be something you're not. So don't pretend that you know what you're doing. Don't pretend that you know exactly what to say. Call up and say, hey, I don't know what to say, but I need help. Can you help me, or can you suggest somebody that helped me? Look at that. She called the governor's office and made a friend with an assistant called Ebony. See, you make these. See, these are government officials. And just workers like you and me or whatever that have a job of helping people. Now that's a great job, isn't it? And so that's why it is. We made each other's day. Yeah, see, she was able to help Charity, and Charity got help was such a joy, and so she spread her joy to the person that helped her. Not the LESCO grant, government. Oh, Erica, I see. Well, you keep going. I mean, you don't just apply for one place and wait for it to come in. No, you got to keep going because it's a numbers game. And the worst case is you get 3 grants. And most of them don't care if you have anything else. And if they do, you give one of them back. So what the hell? That's not a bad problem, is it? But please try again. Call the office to see about your grant. A lot of it, I always thought that the politicians were too busy for me until you said they are. That's why they have a staff that does that. And that's why you call the White House. You're not going to get Biden on the phone, but his staff handles these problems. And because they're public servants, they have to handle it. And some of them, are nasty, and some of them won't do shit. And, it's the same way at Comcast when I call them. Do you have grants for home businesses? I'm just able and I want to make jewelry. Well, you don't need a grant to do that, but you can get a grant. You can get help. Where can I get regular help? It depends, John. Okay, if you go to up in the top there, I have the Monster Grant Report, and look at item number 6 in the Monster Grant Report. Okay. EXPENSA. Okay. Item number 6, and I misspelled it. Screw it. But okay, John. Item number 6. Now, here's what you do when you see item number 6. You look at the video. It's a short video, explain it. But still, what you have to do is call the first organization listed there. That's free financial counselors. So you want to make an appointment with the free financial counselors before you do anything else. Okay. You make that appointment. Then below that, John, are the organizations that help with a lot of daily expenses, okay, like rent. If you have trouble with rent, or even if you don't have trouble, you may be able to get a grant anyway. And it shows you how to find them, the programs that are available to help you pay rent, and then utilities, and write down the list. And I think you have a disability, do you, John? Well, then actually look at your Career One Stop. I mean, they'll help you, get training for you to work part-time or whatever, or full-time or whatever, to create more income. You always will also want to create income. And there's organizations in that number 6 that will show you how to contact them. But nothing happens, John, until you made me feel I wasn't equal, or at least I had the right to call them, especially since I am a voter. Absolutely. See, I mean, we all have the same rights. That's what pisses me off is, the rich people know that. And that's why they call the hell out of these people. So we think, oh, you have to be rich or whatever. No, we all have the same thing. And sure, you're going to get hung up on. Sure, you're going to get put on hold. Sure. But who the hell else is going to come out and paint your garage for free? So that's what it's all about, John. Call the financial counselor. Call the Career One Stop about creating income, even if you have a domestic a disability or whatever. Their job is to help you create income. They don't charge you a nickel. And that is so important. I mean, it's like having oil in your backyard, that you could just dig and it'll spout oil. And that's what, to me, this is. You have oil in this computer, that will spout and create income for you and things like that. But you have to use it. And it takes, it takes courage. If you haven't done it before, you're right. I go back, I'm 80 years old. So when I was starting these businesses, I was probably about 30 or so. So that's 50 years ago. I had that same feeling. Boy, I just couldn't. And when you're alone doing a home-based business, trying to get going, man, you have the TV, you have the refrigerator. You could think of 1,000 things to do before you make that phone call. I would look over the kitchen. Oh, maybe I should clean the oven. The oven looks dirty. And I go cleaning the oven before I made that phone call. That was like when I used to do with term papers. I'm here in New Hampshire. All the grants require one to be ill. That's only the grants you checked. You can't say that. I know maybe that's all that you call, but there's too much. Wendy, go to this link, okay? Let's go. Let's go help 2. Okay, let me get the link for you, Wendy. 500. Okay. Okay, here, everybody, go to this link. If you haven't gone here before, John also. This is a link of the 500 mini grants for your state, every state I have. So for New Hampshire, Wendy, please go there, because there's just so much more than what you're finding. And I don't know how else to make sure that you know this. It takes work, it's not, but it's there, and please just please try, take one of those listings there that seems of interest and call. And if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. I will drive in deeper into this report. Good. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah. See that. And then the people that you contact, I totally understand. I have help in Minnesota with a brain injury. Like, well, maybe there's a same thing in where John is. Well, actually, why don't you give John the name or contact in Minnesota, because they would know where something similar is for John, where he lives, and that would be of interest for Kentucky. Okay, there's all kinds of places. Okay, John, what you want to do also is needy. Go to needymeds.org. Okay. And what you want to do, you look at, let me try to get the link. If I look under healthcare savings, okay, John, go to needymeds.org, then go to healthcare savings. Then when you're in healthcare savings, search for savings by diagnosis. So you click there and you look for brain. Oh, there has to be another name because brain doesn't that's weird. But how you describe it. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, there goes that theory. Oh, brain injury. God, why don't they have brain? That is so. Benign brain injuries. There, bipolar disorder, asthma. I mean, they have 1,000 different conditions here. Crohn's disease, Cushing syndrome, diabetes. Oh God. Let me. Brain disorder. Oh, okay, here's another source. This is called National Institute of Deafness and Other Communication Disorders. Okay, so this is a clearinghouse for brain-related disorders, okay? And call them and say you're looking for grants. This is a nonprofit organization. Actually, I think it's a government organization. This is a government organization that will do research for you on that topic, okay? So you get to learn. Maybe the first time you do that, they don't, it doesn't work for you. That's okay. You call again and contact them again and see if they could help. So it's really just getting in there and trying it, okay? And that's the important thing, that you do that, because it won't happen itself. I can't hear anything. I don't remember red pins. What do you mean red pin? Oh, we have red pins there. That is just to show they're important. But you don't hear me? Charity, do you hear me? Okay, Charity, do you hear me? If someone doesn't hear me, okay, who else do we have here? Kentucky and Charity, Wendy, idea for good. Thank you, Wendy. Do that. New Hampshire, yes, I have trouble with traumatic brain injury. Yeah, I always thought that, right. Okay, so anybody else have a question? I know, I gotta go soon, and I have an appointment soon. So if you're all set, okay, one thing we want to do, make sure you get a copy of the Monster Grant Report, which is up there. Make sure you apply to our car grant, our $15,000 car grant, which is the deadline is on the 20th. And then the deadline for the free laptops is on the 30th. Okay. And then on the 4th, again, we have the $60,000 one. And we're working on another grant for home repair. So that will be up soon. So I have a brain injury as well. Okay. Yeah, the clearinghouse over on I see somebody on YouTube said they have a brain injury as well. And I couldn't find it in Needy Meds, which is so strange to me. But let me give you the clearinghouse at the NIH clearinghouse. It's NIDCD. Okay, NIDCHD. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sure what that one is. No, you want nidcd.nih.gov. Okay, on the chat on YouTube, you want nidcd.nih.gov/health, then /clearinghouse. Okay, so it's nidcd.nih.gov/health/clearinghouse. Okay, and then if you put in NIDCD Information Clearinghouse, you will also get it there too. Okay. NIDCD Information Clearinghouse. Okay. And you call them. They have an 800 voice line. You call them and tell them you're looking for information because of your condition, things to help. But maybe go back and forth, have them send you something that doesn't work. Then you call again. Hey, what I really need is this. And then you see if that works and they send you something or whatever, or point you something. Doesn't work, then you call back. It's all a life is trial and error. You're not going to get one place, that is going to send you an application for you to get money. Thank you for all the information. Thank you. Ruthie, there's such a thing in Florida that pay family members for asking for taking care of them. Yes, there are. Okay. Caregiver support. What you can. Is it a senior? If it's a senior, make sure you call the area. Make sure you contact your area office on aging for your county. Every county has one. Okay, you want to do that. Maybe I could get you something quicker, but I gotta go soon. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, here's a report for caregivers. Okay, and that's getting bigger and bigger nowadays because half our country are caregivers for caring for the other half that's all screwed up and needs the help. So that's important. Now, let's see. Okay, you're over here. Okay, here's a caregiver. Okay, guys, got to run now. Okay, talk to you soon. And don't forget to leave a message on Let's Go Help Too. Go on the left-hand side. We have the question corner. Okay, put a question there because it's probably going to get lost anywhere else. So make sure you use the question corner. And my sister, who is this? Right, Ruthie. Okay, Ruthie, put it in the question corner so we can help you better. I got to go to a lawyer from SS. I got to go the lawyer from. Well, be careful before you hire a lawyer, Charity, because they'll just take money from you one way or another, and you may not have to do that. My dad has early stage. He is 81. Yeah, I'm 80. But yes, Jennifer. Okay, put your question in question corner. We'll get it. Or over on Let's Go Help. Remember, if you belong to Let's Go Help, you belong to both the Facebook group and the one here on Let's Go Help Too. And the Facebook group is a little easier for us to control the questions and to make sure they get answered. Here, we're struggling a little bit on this yet. So be patient. The most important thing is if we didn't answer your question, you ask again. Same price. So you don't have to worry. Give us a day or two, 2 days. If you don't hear from us in 2 days, then just ask again. That's the best thing, okay? I got about 10, 15 years left. And I'm going to spend every day I could breathe doing this. So I'll get to you soon. And that's why I just keep asking. There's nothing more I want to do in life. And then to try to share with you that what I know that may be able to help you. You've given me a wonderful gift by being there and asking. So I appreciate you for asking. Thank you. Talk to you soon.